Some regret with this Kim Kardashian story. Now she's breaking her silence on the Balenciaga scandal after the designer brand received backlash for featuring children rocking dominatrix-inspired leather outfits while posing with BDSM-themed accessories in an advertisement. Now, Kim wrote, "As a mother of four, I've been shaken by the disturbing images. The safety of children must be held with the highest regard. And any attempt to normalize child abuse of any kind should have no place in our society, period." Now, Kim also went on and tweeted, "As for my future with Balenciaga, I am currently reevaluating my relationship with the brand, basing it off their willingness to accept accountability for something that should have never happened to begin with, and the actions I'm expecting to see them take to protect children." What are your thoughts on this story and Kim Kardashian's response? Vivica, let's start with you. What do you think?
I'm glad that Kim came out because she has been a huge platform for Balenciaga, from wearing their clothes. I mean, I remember when she showed up at the Met Gala with that whole black thing on. Balenciaga has definitely went to a dark side of things. And then I just don't appreciate the fact that they tried to pass the buck on to others when they said creatively, this was something that came out, and the person that created was like, hold up now, y'all gave me permission and y'all were on set. So, I have a thing about accountability. If y'all messed up and the campaign didn't work, that maybe y'all thought, oh, this is cute, and it was not, especially using children, accept a responsibility and then people will move on. But the whole passing the buck and not accepting accountability, I found it to be totally offensive.
And Kim is smart. You know what I mean? She is, and for her to be able to use her platform to say, hey, I'm reevaluating this. I want to hold them accountable. I want to see how they're going to step up, because if they don't, then the people that's even her fan that's going to commend her for standing up is going to be behind her. So bravo to her.
That's right. Selena, what do you think?
Let's be clear. The biggest consumer in America is African-American women. And, we buy everything. We buy into everything. We support everything. And Balenciaga, you all probably were not really popping in the African-American community until the Kardashians and Kanye start rocking y'all stuff. Let's just keep it real. So if I'm Kim Kardashian and I know that this is my audience, and I know that I'm a mother of Black children, and I know that, this affects my fan base, I have to be very careful about my brand and how I move. Plus, Kim is already this is on brand for Kim because she's already somewhere trying to be a freedom fighter, honey, down to the law and everything. So this is already something that she's in alignment with, she's in tune with. This is already on her radar, things like this. So I commend her for standing up because she knows, listen, Balenciaga, I don't need you. You need me. And most of these brands need people to collaborate with in order to push their stuff. That is just the facts. If we're not, if someone is not famous, is not wearing their clothes, that's why they pay celebrities millions of dollars to promote their products.
Exactly.
If we don't promote the products, you don't have the power. So she's exercising her power. And I just hope that Black people can take a page out of, that book and understand their power as well and follow suit in other entities. But I love what she's done because it sets a trend for artists and celebrities to not have fear to fight for what they believe in.
Exactly.
Another celebrity that pushed Balenciaga, I remember this even before Kim Kardashian, was Cardi B. I remember her wearing those fabric boots. Yep. And you're right. It was
the socks, the boots with the socks.
Yep, it's the Black and brown folks that make it poppin' and make you. I'm gonna say this to designers: y'all been really tripping the last few years, and it's not just Balenciaga. Let me remind y'all, Gucci, who Black people bought, we bought up the whole spot. Y'all tried it with that little caricature sweater that y'all had with the big lips, the big red lips.
Right, agreed.
And we were mad for a few minutes, and then people kind of got over it. And we have to start realizing we have almost $2 trillion in buying power of African Americans, Black people in America, $1.7 trillion in buying power. We can hurt these companies. If we don't like what they're doing, we can dictate what they do and what they don't do. Once we show them, we're not going to get it. But we got too many of us that care. Nah, man, I got to get my drip for the weekend. And then we don't leave everybody else hanging. We don't. Like, why a brand that made fun of that caricature with the big lips like that.
It was
Yes.
crazy.
They played in our faces with that.
Yeah.
Balenciaga, you playing in our face with this. You know how many people will sign off on that nonsense for it to become an ad? It wasn't an accident. Y'all
Now,
thought
here's
about
the thing. They
Yeah.
may be taking the position like Tommy Hilfiger. Remember, he said allegedly that he didn't care if black folks bought his brand. Remember back then years
Yes,
ago?
I remember that back in the day.
Yep. So this may be they slick way of saying, quit buying our stuff.
I'm
They
gonna say
feel like we bring their brand down.
a
They
lot
don't
of
want us
this.
to stop buying these stuff.
A lot of this, I have to call us out when we are wrong. A lot of this is our fault. We see Black designers every day. We talk about it on Black History Month. We might put a post up, but are we really supporting Black brands the way we all could? I'm gonna say I have been guilty of not doing my part, and I want to do better. And I just want to put
That's
people to
not
think.
true. You know, Claudia, you have promoted that one clothing line really well.
Oh yeah,
Shea-
BJ label.
Yes, our girl in Dallas.
Yep.
And
Tony.
her clothes are fabulous. And now she's on my radar. I'm always looking at her clothing line.
Good.
So I don't think it matters how many you do, because I support Black designers all the time, you know, wig makers, everything, Black people all the time, because I'm surrounded by Black people. I just roll with us. But I don't think I don't think it should be compared as like, oh, well, I only supported one, so that's not good. No, I'm sure you've supported Black designers, chefs, masseuses, all kinds of people that are making money in their craft unknowingly, just because that's our environment. You know what I'm saying?
And then here's the thing, they have left some of those bigger brands and started their own brands. I know that I rep the Louis Stewart collection.
Yes.
He's from Louis Vuitton. You know what I mean? And he makes his own bags. And when you look at the quality of his bags, you get it. You like, oh yeah, you learned. You either gave them that and said, I'm going to take it back and do my own thing. And I support the hell out of him because I love the way the bags feel and the hardware on there and how colorful they are and the bags that they do. So, you know, we got to do better.
I think we do it, but I want to do, we can always do more. And that's just my point. I do, you're right. We do support, but I want to do more. Okay.